Hey guys, back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. But let's get straight into it. On this video, I'm going to be talking about the spiritual warfare enemy you're going to face on this path. And it's the most common one, energy vampires. We all got to deal with them. And in this video, I'm going to be detailing how they move, like their objectives, and yeah, just giving you guys all the information I know on them. So one thing I like to preach on this channel is about raising your vibration, like being celibate, eating healthy, and like all these different things. When you're doing that, vibe is going up. But then you have these people down here on a lower vibration and realize in this reality, energy is everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. So anytime you talk to somebody, it's just an energy exchange. It's an energy exchange. Being high vibrational, you're really high energy. Being low vibrational is super low energy. Before I even go further with this video, I'm not saying that I never want to take the stance that high vibrational people are better than low vibrational people. Everyone has the ability to raise their vibration. I don't know why some people don't choose to do it, but it's everyone. We're just here to being like who we are. You get me? I'm not here to judge anybody or anything like that. I'm just here to educate you guys about the BS that be going on in the world. So when I say energy is everything, you got to realize when you're having a conversation and you're exchanging energy, if you are talking to somebody that's kind of like on the same level as you or like kind of like there, you will recognize you leave those conversations feeling rejuvenated. You leave those conversations feeling good. And that's because you guys are just bouncing positive energy off each other. There's no like, I'm taking energy, but I'm giving it right back. So boop, 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 boop. And what does that look like? So for example, like I just had like a really cool conversation with somebody the other day. Let's say this person says like, hey Travis, what book have you been reading? In my head, I'm thinking like, damn, people don't really ask me that question. I love that question. And I'm like being super happy. I'm letting this person know about the book that I read and the information that I'm reading. I'm probably shooting that information back at him and try something that he can use. And on top of that, after I talk about what he just asked me, I'm probably asking him like a personal question like, oh, how's life been? Like, how's your family? Are you on top of your goals? And he's feeling happy, he's feeling validated, and we're just bouncing back off of each other. And we leave that conversation feeling good because the energy we have within it just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, when you deal with like low vibrational people, some people do it consciously, some people do it unconsciously, but they are sucking the energy out of you. Now, what does that, you don't even need to be in tune to know that it's happening. Just think about some people that you have a conversation with them and you leave the conversation feeling drained. You leave the conversation feeling like, whoa, that was a lot. You get me? And that's because some people, they are just sucking the energy out of you. And when I say conscious and unconscious is pretty much like, let's say you have a friend that's just going through a really bad day. He's just like super down, like he has no energy to give. And he's just calling a friend. He's asking for advice. Let's say I'm the friend, like, hey, my girl just cheated on me. I don't know what I'm gonna do, la da da da. And I'm here like, okay, I got positive energy. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Be careful with the unconscious ones as well, because if you don't set boundaries, they're going to take until you feel drained. There has to be a limit. You still need that good energy within yourself to get yourself through the day. Like you still need the positive thoughts. If you give them all that energy, at the end of the day, your demons are going to start attacking you. You gotta remember that this high energy that you have is blocking off the demons, blocking off the demons. So calling me saying like my girl cheated on me, but let's say you're giving this person advice, but they keep finding other ways to get around the advice. They're just going down this deep, dark hole of negativity. And my thing is, you got to know who you're dealing with. If this is a really good friend, it's a kind of one-off thing. I don't mind like giving him all my energy because this person's a ride or die. He's been there for me in situations, so I got you. But if you have these other friends, they're super low vibrational, all they're doing is drinking, and every time they get around you, they're talking about low vibrational things. And what does low vibrational things look like? That might be gossip. That might be just gossip, talking like about like fear, like they're scared of things. They're talking about like other people, just super negative things. You get me? If this person is always just talking about that, that's draining. You get me? They just want to get your opinion on things. And if you're not careful, you start talking about those things too. And then that just puts you into a lower vibe. So my thing is I avoid all negative people at all costs. And if I have to interact with negative people, like my parents are super negative, but I know that they can't help it, I just limit my time around them. Before I would give them a bunch of my time. Now, like I limit it to like an hour a week. So that's what's happening with these low vibrational people. They're like just sucking the energy out of you. And I was talking about the unconscious version. Now let's talk about the conscious version. These people, they're between being vampires and straight up demons. You get me? But let's use the right label. Energy vampires. When they're doing it consciously, they recognize that you're a high vibrational person. They recognize that you have all of that energy, and they are jealous. They are fuming that you're able to just stay happy. You're staying resilient. You just love people, even though people might be doing you dirty. A lot of people don't like that. And the conscious ones, they're like, okay, I know I'm not like that. So let me try to bring him down to my level. Let me say little hateful things. Let me say little slick things to like get him down. You get me? Like, for example, like, so what's some things I hear about myself? Like, I might just have like a regular conversation and someone's like, oh, you talk white or you're whitewashed, this and that. I'm like, whoa. Those comments used to get to me growing up, but now I just kind of let it bounce off of me. You got to recognize if you are going to walk this path of being a high vibrational person, you're going to attract the haters. You're going to attract the bullies. But all they're trying to do is suck that energy out of you because they're not happy within themselves. They're trying to make you feel bad. And once they get that reaction out of you, once they make you feel bad, then surprisingly their energy goes up. And because, like I said, energy is everything, energy never just dies. You get me? So let's say this high vibrational energy that I have, when they're sucking it out, it never just goes up into the energy and it poofs. It's gone. It ceased to exist. When they get those little reactions out of you, let me bring it back to the example I just gave. Let's say that person said like, oh, Travis, like, you're so whitewashed, like, you talk like a white person. Imagine I was like, what? Do you really think I talk like, why would you say something like that? So when my energy goes down, it goes out and their energy goes into them because they got that reaction out of you. Now they feel happy. They're like, oh, damn, that was a chink in his armor. I feel happy that I got a reaction out of him. And you notice that person starts feeling happy and whatnot. So when I say energy vampires can't take your energy unless you allow them, you get me? You need to have proper boundaries out here, and also you need to know who you are. Know that when you step out into that world, people are going to try to say all type of things to bring you down. Some are better than others. I'm not even going to lie. Some people have mastered the art of sucking your energy to the point where I still feel like I have proper boundaries and I don't really let things that people say affect me. But sometimes people have a conversation with you, subconsciously, they could feel that, oh, this is probably an insecurity of his. And then they might say something and it throws me for a loop because I'm like, I never heard that one before. And they got my energy. I'm not even going to lie. But you know what the beautiful thing about that is? If you are a person that's not in a fixed mindset, if you are a person that's constantly working on yourself, then you're not going to be perfect. No one is perfect. You're never going to know enough to stop these attacks from happening to you. And I've recognized that, and I find the beauty and I find the positivity when someone gets a reaction out of me, when someone triggers me. Because you know what I do after that happens? I'm like, oh, damn, okay. You triggered something in me I didn't even know I had. So that shows something I need to work on. So whatever reaction or whatever they triggered me on, I'm back journaling. I'm like, okay, let me figure this out. Let me go to the deepest part of my mind to make sure I work on that so it won't happen again. And they took my energy, they won the battle, but they didn't win the war, because ultimately that just made me a stronger person. And that's how you got to move out here, because it is dangerous out here. It is called spiritual warfare for a reason. And if you are not strong, you are going to get destroyed. You're going to become depressed. You're going to become like suicidal. That's what be happening. I used to think ignorance was bliss. Like, I didn't want to know all these things I know, but it's actually liberation, because even if you don't know what's going on out there, you're still in the warfare. So now that I have this knowledge, I'm able to protect myself and just move through life like things just falling off me. Things are just falling off of me. Oh, bullet hit me. Okay, let me go work on it. Let me fix that chink in my armor, and I go back out there and get back up, because that's what warfare is. To those of you guys that are my chosen ones, the empaths, we are God's strongest soldiers for a reason. He knew that we were gonna like falter in the beginning, but through every battle, we just got stronger and stronger and stronger. So energy vampire guys, you guys got to be careful out here, because not only will they just say like little slick things to like throw off your confidence, some people just like getting a reaction out of you. Some people like to start getting you to yell. So if you get into relationships with some people and they see that you're always just a calm and reserved person, they like to, like, man, bro, like, I'm telling you, I've had people where they like see I'm calm and they saw that I started getting angry and they pushed on it. And then once I got that angry, I saw this person get so happy about this. And that's why I had to educate myself about these energy vampires out here. Because if you're not educated, you're going to have these people suck up all of your energy. You get me? Energy is everything. Recognize that. Do things to raise your energy, raise your vibe. And these energy vampires, you gotta treat life like a video game. Energy vampires, they have levels. High vibrational people, you have levels. If you have like a high level energy vampire and you're kind of like in a cusp of becoming high vibrational, they might win a battle. But like I said, you're just continuously getting stronger. Energy vampires, haters, bullies, all these people, cynical people, they never win in the end because they don't love themselves. And if they don't love themselves, they can never truly be happy. Happiness, love, those type of vibrations, that's what's going to make you in like nearly invincible on the spiritual warfare path. But I hope I really shed some light on what energy vampires are and what they can be. If you guys did like this video, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.